This story takes place in Manhattan, New York in 1980. A kid named Billy attends Murray Bertram High School.
Alright, that's it for today. Remember guys, you have your history project that's due next Monday.
I can't believe we have another project due.
He's currently a junior who's clearly uninterested in his history class.
Alright, time to research something that changed America.
As Billy was researching, he found a page that contained 3 of the survivors' contact information. He discovered that one of them lived fairly close to him.
This looks interesting.
He got in contact with her, and after a bit of hesitation, she accepted his interview.
Hello, are you Miss Greenwood?
Yes, are you Billy?
Yes, ma'am, I called you about an hour ago.
Mater's at home. So, what exactly would you like to know about the John Service?
Honestly, any information about what happened that day would be greatly appreciated.
It all took place on Saturday, March 25, 1911. It was another regular day at the factory. I was around 16 years old at the time. My best friend Hazel and I were working the whole day. It was around 4:40 p.m. and we had been working since 7 a.m. and only had a quick 30-minute lunch break. We had to work from dawn till dusk every single day of the week and only received a wage of $6 a week.
Fire!
All of a sudden, someone yelled, "Fire!" Fires are very common in the factory. However, we quickly saw that this fire that started in a rag bin was not like any of the other fires we had ever seen. This fire was spreading faster than we could think.
Everybody move out the way! Move out the way! Hey, it's not working! It's not working!
The manager tried to put it out, but it was futile since the fire hose was rotted. This blazing, scorching fire had no sign of dying out, and soon everyone started to panic.
Get out or we're gonna die!
It's locked! It's locked! The staircase! Fire's right into the elevator. We need to hurry up. I know, but the door won't shut.
Here, let me try.
Why did it stop? I'm not sure.
Let's get out before it explodes.
Everyone jump!
Everyone started trying to escape. However, it was no use since only one of the elevators was working. Not to mention, it could only hold 12 people. The elevator broke down after 4 trips. The doors were locked because the owners of the factory locked them to prevent one of us from stealing. We all rushed to the staircase, but it was too late. The fire had already spread. There was no way out, and we were trapped. We all leapt out of the way, but as we did, a large machine fell on Hazel. We tried to help her out, but the fire was spreading too fast. It was going to consume us in seconds.
Y'all need to get out.
But we can't leave you here!
It's okay. No, we stay here. No.
This was only the beginning. People resorted to drastic measures. Many of them jumped out of windows in hopes of at least getting out in time.
The window. We have to jump.
We all made our way to the window. I didn't want to leave her there, but I knew she would have wanted me to save myself. Before jumping, I looked back again and saw Hazel mouthing, "Please take care of my family."
No!
It was such a horrible sight. We were all on the 8th, 9th, and 10th floor. At this point, the firefighters had arrived. They tried to catch the people jumping with nets, but the force of the fall was too harsh. Many people ended up dying from the impact. The sight of blood and dead bodies still haunt me to this day.
Ma'am, are you okay? We are going to get you help.
I think I broke an arm.
Some of my coworkers and I had been part of the few that were lucky enough to get on the elevator. By then, the roof was collapsing. The building seemed like it would crumble or collapse at any second. As we were running, we kept seeing the girls fall from the building. All I remember is collapsing and blacking out after that. Everything happened so suddenly, and I was overcome with grief. There were a lot of newspapers written about the fire. After that, there was a memorial that was held in honor of the 146 people who died that day.
We are gathered here today to remember the people who passed away in this tragic accident.
This event was considered a turning point in history since it brought light to the harsh working conditions in manufacturing factories. People started demanding change. Politicians like Alfred E. Smith, who was the governor of New York at the time, Francis Perkins, who helped serve in the committee that investigated the fire, and Senator Robert F. Winger, who helped with labor reforms. The day after the accident, about 15,000 shirtwaist makers went on strike. They wanted a 52-hour work week instead of a 72-hour work week, a 20% pay raise, and pay for overtime. The local union and Women's Trade Union League held multiple meetings in Yiddish and English at multiple halls to discuss plans for picketing. The day after those meetings, the strike started. More than 20,000 workers from 500 different factories walked out. Of the smaller factories, more than 70 of them agreed to meet the strikers' demand within the first 48 hours. On April 5, the workers' union set up a march to protest the stringent working conditions. About 80,000 people were at the march. The city of New York then passed the Sullivan-Hoey Fire Prevention Law, which helped prevent future accidents like the factory fire from ever happening again. Billy got onto his bike and started to make his way back home. On the way home, he tried to process everything he had just learned. He now couldn't wait to get home to work on his project. As soon as he got home, he ran to his room and worked on a mini diorama and research paper. The next morning, he woke up early and took off to school. He was just in time when the bell rang.
Okay guys, today is presentation day. Who would like to go first? Billy, right up.
My presentation is about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire.